Niggas. That's bitches. Niggas. That's bitches. Yes, and I am using a speaker. And before I go live right now, after I'm finished with this video, I want y'all to know, from now on, if you're commenting something weird, rude, disgusting, or you're just being mean and trying to call me ugly and chopped and stuff, coming at me, coming for me in my live or something, or in the comments on one of my videos, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna block you because I'm tired of it and y'all are getting on my nerves. It's not, because I'm not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. Not even the 5. It's not the time or the place. I get paid to do this stuff. You do not. Let's not do this. Because I hate to block people's accounts. It gets on my nerves. And I bet you it's going to get on your nerves. So keep your comments. If they're rude, keep them to yourself.
What's going on, Vibers? How is everybody doing? I hope we are doing well. So listen, this is something that I wanted to roll out for Mondays with the Vibers. Honey, okay, welcome to Monday Day Court. Let's get into it, okay? Good afternoon, caseworkers, or good evening to some of you guys, okay? Court is officially in session. So I want everybody to grab their folders. I want you to straighten your posture and prepare yourself, okay? Because Judge LaLa is here to be judged. Okay. Now, before anybody gets in their feelings or tries to cite real laws in this chat, let me put this on the record. In the real world, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Amen. All charges and allegations belong to the actual courts with actual judges who went to actual law school. However, this is Judge LaLa's court, honey. And in this courtroom, we operate under LaLa's rules, LaLa's laws, and Judge LaLa's sentencing guidelines, which are all based on common sense, facial expressions, your weekend behavior, and vibes that I can interpret. Amen. This is strictly comedy, commentary, and good old-fashioned roasted entertainment. Okay. No real legal decisions are happening here, just the ones that live rent-free in my mind. Okay. So, so listen, this is the first episode. Okay. Welcome as I kind of roll out what we're going to be doing. And there are going to be a few other things that I'm going to add to Monday night court, Monday evening court. But this is the basis of it, right? So now what I do want to do, okay, Keontae says we render judgments before reviewing all evidence over here. Amen, okay? A freaking man, all right? But listen, so I realize that some of these people, you guys may not like the judgment. You guys may not like what's happening. Or you feel like everybody is allowed, an attorney. And, if they can't afford an attorney, okay, we will like to provide one from the court, right? So if anybody, every Monday, you just drop me an email if you want to be the attorney for the inmates on Monday. Let me know. You got to send me an email well before Monday. Make sure you get it into me by Friday. If you want to be the free attorney, the pro bono attorney, the state appointed, the LaLa Land appointed attorney. Let me know by Friday if you want to come and be the attorney, okay? But I want you guys to see how it rolls out before anybody does it this time. We're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, we definitely have some sponsors that we have to share with you. Okay, do me a favor and hit that like button. We're going to get you guys into some Lano Shopping 55. That is how Judge LaLa and all the girls stay fly for a good price. And we are going to introduce you to Share Butters. That is how we glow. Okay, let's get into it and we'll be right back. Now, girl, we don't gatekeep over here. Get yourself over to LanoShopping55.com right now. And I mean now. Look at this price point for this cute outfit. Have we not been looking for a shop that, number one, is owned by a Black woman, but number two, actually has cute and affordable clothing? Yes, look no further. Honey, I was so shocked when one of our Vibers showed us the website. I was like, yo, how come we don't know about this stuff? But look, I'm putting you on, check it out. And when I tell you there is not a piece on there that I would not rock or buy for someone else. And the prices are amazing. The fashions are right on point. And what I really love about her shop is how inclusive it is. And when I say that, this is what I mean. You know how like all the sexy clothes are usually for the skinny chicks? Not on Lano Shop, honey. On LanoShopping55.com, even the plus size baddies get good looking gear. And the price is still right. Make sure you guys head over there because listen, free shipping on orders over $50. And honey, you're gonna wanna spend more than $50. And you can actually get on the email list for an additional percentage off of your order. You cannot beat it. Baby, look at those jeans. I cannot wait to put these hips in those jeans. Head over there. Let me know what you guys think about it. LanoShopping55.com. There will be a link pinned in the comment section. This product is so important because not only is it produced with care, but it actually has proven results. There have been over 10,000 units of this sold. The company name is sharebutters.com, and this was developed with love by a woman who simply wanted to help her beautiful daughter as she recovered from the devastating effects of cancer, chemo, and radiation burn, and has helped many others with fading stretch marks, eczema, and many other skin issues. Check out the website as it has tons of other valuable products. Check it out. There will be a link and a discount code pinned in the comments section of this video. All right, we're back. We are back. We are back. We are back. I hope everybody is good. So listen, let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, so the docket today, okay, baby, the docket is acting a fool. Some of these counties, we in Cook County today. If you're from Chicago, let me know. We are definitely in Cook County today, okay? We out here collecting citizens like cards, honey, like Pokemon cards, okay? We have some confusion, some audacity, and some poor decisions that have been happening throughout the week, and that is how they end up in the court, okay? All right, case workers. Please turn your attention to the screen. Exhibit A, I'm going to have the bailiff bring up, the bailiff has got to bring up the criminal, okay? The accused, excuse me, all right? And so here we go. Well, okay. I see what kind of Monday we're about to have. Okay. The face says, I didn't know you could actually get arrested for that. And I'm not mad. Okay. She not mad that she got arrested. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want y'all to understand the judgment scale here. Okay. Because y'all are the jury, right? Okay. We are judging chaos level, attractiveness, vibe assessment, likelihood that she's going to correct her behavior, okay? But before we get into that, let me just analyze this here person. Girl, what did you do, okay? What did you do? Why did you do what you did? Okay? So, we just going to give a first name. This is Michelle. And there have been some jury members in the comment section already that have spoken on this person. Spoken on this mugshot. And someone said that she definitely smacked Charles. Amen. Okay. I see some guilties already. Yeah, she didn't regret. I see she didn't regret nothing that she did, right? I ain't gonna tell y'all what she did just yet. Okay. Someone said that this is the smile of someone saying, I did it and I'll do it again. Okay. Another juror said, oh, she definitely gonna do it again. Okay. Another juror said she sure did that. Okay. So people in the comment section are roasting the hell out of her. Okay. And they are saying, you know, what did she do to Darnell? Who did she beat up? She did it. Charles is gonna be in trouble when she get back home again. So here's what she did. She is accused of battery. She's accused of battery and making physical contact. Okay, so here's the thing. Judging by her face card, I am saying that she felt justified in what she is doing. And here in the court of LaLa, I am just going to say Charles deserved whatever the hell he did. Okay? Michelle would not be sitting here in this mugshot feeling justified and high-minded had he not done whatever he did. Okay? Bible lady said Charles is a little man and she whooped his ass. She sure did. And what Charles is not going to do is play in her face ever again. So I would say, you know, this is a justified thing that she did. Okay? And so we, little audience participation, we rate with our gavels. So as far as chaos level is concerned, I'm gonna give her 4 out of 5 gavels. Y'all can definitely drop how many gavels you think this one needs, but I would say chaos level 4 out of 5. Okay, 4 out of 5. Okay, it might have been wrong what she did to Charles in totality, but his choices were loud. Okay, Custom Creation says she lives in Cook County. Stay away from Michelle. Do not piss Michelle off, okay? And stay away from Charles because she don't play about him, okay? As far as attractiveness, I don't say the face card is declined. But the bank did send a text message asking to verify this transaction. Okay. So I'm going to give her a 3. Okay. I give her a 3. And the vibe assessment, I'm going to give her a 5. Okay. I like Michelle's vibe. She says she did it and she do it again. Now, the likelihood of her repeating this offense, I would say is a 2 or 3. Okay. I'm going to give her a 3 because Charles just might act up again. Okay. Michelle, I sentence you to 2 hours of anger management and 1 week's vacation away from Charles. Okay, because that's all you really need. You just need to stay the hell away from Charles and all will be well, but you do need to spend about 2 hours in anger management. Amen. Okay. No, okay, I think that's about it. What y'all thinking, Vibers? How are y'all judging her? Let me look down in the chat and see what's going on. Okay, Bible letter said Charles ain't shit, so she's going to do it again. More than likely, she's gonna do it again. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the next convict. Okay, let's see. Oh, shit. Whoo, child. All right. Okay. All right. So now I see exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a Monday. This is LaDonna. Okay. This is LaDonna. And LaDonna has had a horrible week. It has not been the best time for LaDonna. And LaDonna has been struggling all LaDonna's life. Okay. LaDonna is going through some things. And this is why LaDonna ended up in Cook County Jail, allegedly. Okay. LaDonna has been charged with being a domestic batterer, a strangle offense. Okay. And here's the plot twist though. Yeah, I'm not messing with LaDonna either, baby. LaDonna actually is being charged allegedly with pulling domestic battery on their pronouns. Okay. LaDonna identifies as a woman, but LaDonna was booked as a male. LaDonna has been having conflict with her other pronoun, and it's a terrible situation. Now, some would say, let's go to the jury and the comments. Someone said, is this LaDonna or Lil Donald? Okay. Someone said the usual suspect. Another person commented that she be stealing out of Dollar Tree, allegedly. Okay. Another person says he did whatever they said he did. Okay. Another commenter said that's a man baby. Okay. Is that Neil or Bob? Someone said. Okay. And Donald Trump has entered the chat and said, bullshit, that's a dude. I don't know why somebody used Donald Trump to comment, but that's what happened. Okay. And another person is mistaken LaDonna for Sexy Red. Okay. Sexy Red. Girl, what you been doing over there in Cook County in Chicago? So here's the thing. So as far as chaos level, I'm going to give LaDonna a solid 5 out of 5 gavels. Okay. Let me know what you guys are doing. How many gavels are you giving LaDonna for chaos? Okay. As far as attractiveness, the face card, I am going to give LaDonna a half of a gavel. Okay. Vibe assessment, I'm going to give LaDonna a 5 because I know LaDonna can turn up in a party. Okay. Now, the likelihood that LaDonna will offend again, I would say is 5 out of 5 gavels. LaDonna is going to do it again. Okay. Every time. As a matter of fact, I expect to see LaDonna back next week. So, LaDonna, that being said, with this attitude that you got on your face and all of this kind of stuff, your wig is lifting in the front, LaDonna, all type of stuff. But what I will say is that your hair is at least laying down. It's brushed off to the side. It don't look too raggedy, LaDonna. But here's what I'm going to sentence you to. I'm going to sentence you to go to a proper hairstylist and get that lace laid down flat. Okay. I am sentencing you to facial feminization surgery and a brow lift. Okay. We have got to do something about that very masculine forehead that you have. Okay. And I'm gonna sentence you to let's see. You're gonna have about 3 sessions with Flame Monroe to learn how to be a proper she. Amen. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of you and send you on your way. LaDonna, you are done for the day. Okay. What y'all think? Do you guys have any concerns about this? LaDonna is off the docket. Okay. Now, let's see who else we got. Oh, Maurice. Maurice. Maurice, why are you in my courtroom? Why do you have your purty ass in my courtroom, Maurice? Sitting here with smooth, clear skin, no blemishes, no wrinkles, just perfect skin. Smooth. Okay. Your locks look pretty clean and intact, Maurice. Maurice has been charged with possession of cannabis and having a replica firearm or pellet gun. Okay? Now listen here, Maurice. I do not know why you had a pellet gun. I do not know why you had unlawful possession of cannabis and why you failed to signal. Okay? Maurice. Illinois has legalized weed. So why is it? You show right, Wayne. Wayne said he used my homegirl products. He using share butters. We're gonna have to take a light sentence on Maurice because he's using share butters. That at least means he got half a brain. Okay. He does have very, very perky pink lips, nice bone structure, all this. So chaos level, I am going to give Maurice 2 gavels, 2 out of 5 gavels for chaos. Attractiveness, I'm going to say his face card does not decline. I will give Maurice a 4. Okay. And the vibe I'm going to give you a 3 because I don't understand what you're doing, sir. Okay. Likelihood to offend, I don't think you want to go back to jail because I'm sure you have been fighting all night. You are way too pretty to be down in Cook County Jail, Maurice. Okay. You are way too pretty. So what I'm going to do for Maurice, I'm going to do something special for you. I am sentencing you to a modeling contract. Okay. You need to go somewhere and get your ass on somebody's runway and make something with your life and stop picking up pellet guns because you know good and hell well you are not about that life, Maurice. Okay. You are not about that life. You're not. Somebody said he and LaDonna belong to the same family. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. They might. They might. They might go to the same. Okay. CJ said, I have a nephew that is short. He has pretty smooth skin. When he was around 15, giving my mom hell. She thought about boot camp The counselor said, ma'am, he wouldn't make it being so pretty. That's hilarious. No, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. So, like I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sentence Maurice to a we're gonna sentence him to a modeling contract. And you know what I did was I didn't give the verdict, but he's definitely guilty of doing a little bit too much. So like I said, he is sentenced to a modeling contract. Okay. So let's see who else is next on the docket, because Maurice, you gotta go get on that runway, boy. All right. So let's see who we got next. Oh, girl, how did you get in here? Muffin, what did you do, baby? What did you do? Jessica, your laced wig, I was about to say it was on point, but it's lifted a little bit in the front. But it is a quality wig. I see you got it in the updo. You were going somewhere special. Jessica has been charged with domestic battery, bodily harm, aggravated assault against a person that was either handicapped or 60 plus years old. Let me see what the people have said. They have said that they thought that this was Kendra G for a moment. Another person has said, this is Bobby Buchanan, says that Tyler Perry want to know how this ends. Aisha Nicole says this looks like an album cover. Kimmy D says ain't no way she 27. Patrick wants to know why she was crying before or after the arrest. And Lisa Burnett says, I don't know, but why this look like she's taking her college graduation picture. Now, Jessica, judging from how this looks and the seriousness of what is happening, I really, really hope you are not out here putting hands and feet on handicapped people or people who are over 60 years old, because that is a serious offense. So I'm going to be assuming for entertainment purposes only that this is Jessica's old man that is in a wheelchair and he got out of pocket. He's been getting out of pocket for a long time, and she got tired of it and tipped the wheelchair over. And for that, I'm going to tell you this, okay? I need y'all to first of all be rating what is happening, okay? Chaos level, how many gavels? I would say 5. 5 gavels for her. Face card, I'm going to give her a 4. Okay, it's not decline. Okay. Vibe assessment, I'm going to give her a 1 because she is violent. And likelihood to do this again, anybody that would put hands on somebody with a wig not being secure down in the front does not give a damn. So she most likely will offend again. Okay, I would say she's guilty. I would say she's guilty. We'll see you next time, baby. We will see you next time. Okay, let's go over and get to the next person. Get off my screen, ma'am. Get off my screen. Okay. All right. So here we go. Wow. Portia. Portia. Portia, I don't understand why you are here looking like a 1985 high school yearbook photo. Okay? But Portia is 45 years old. She has been charged with disobeying a red circular steady signal stop and transporting and carrying alcohol as a passenger. Okay? So listen, I know you're going through a lot, Portia. Times are hard. Okay? I understand you were on your way to the salon, Portia, and your stylist was late. I know how them Chicago stylists are. I used to be one. She took 2 hours to get on your head. You had places to go, and it sent you into a drinking fury. Okay. I'm taking some recommendations from the people that are in the jury. Brian Meredith said, I let her off with a warning. She seems nice, but he's also saying that he's a bad judge of character. Okay. Desiree Connor says she's still a little tipsy. Okay. Jeff Freeman says, is this her inmate of the month picture? She do look like she the one inmate of the month because she just is happy. Okay. Jeff Gage says, this is her and I will do it again face. Daniel says it looks like a yearbook picture. I absolutely agree. And David Pendleton said, I bet the liquor store was a block away, but she had to get 2 squares too. Okay. I would say that, listen, the levels of chaos in this one, I'm going to give you 5 gavels. I'm going to give you 5 gavels, baby. Okay. Plenty chaos is going on here. Your face card, I'm not even going to judge because that would not be fair. The vibe assessment, I am going to give you a 4 because I know you a lot of fun. I'm going to give you 4 gavels for that. Your likelihood to offend again, I'm going to give you a 5. I assume that you are drunk right now, allegedly. Okay? So, yeah, I will say that you are guilty of doing too much bullshit. And I am going to sentence you to Alcoholic Anonymous until you break that alcohol addiction. Okay? And take an Uber next time. And wait till you get home to open up the liquor. All right? That's what you do. Okay? That's what you do. All right. Get out my courtroom and go and do your hair, baby. Do your hair. Do your hair. All right. Let's see who else we got up here. Who we got? Oh my God. Nathaniel. Nathaniel. Nathaniel has been charged with criminal damage to property. Nathaniel is a black male that is 38 years old, and I am trying to figure out, why do you keep ending up in courtrooms? Because unfortunately for Nathaniel, I have seen a mugshot of this Negro before. Okay. Now, as we assess what is going on here, I want you to pay special attention to the fact that his do-rag is on inside out. Now, there's a reason why you wear your do-rag inside out, and typically it has a lot to do with not having that line straight down your hair when you take it off. But given the fact that you have smiled so ferociously in this mugshot this way, I don't know if you got a shit or your stomach hurts, but you knew that your teeth was doing those unidirectional things. I'm sorry, that multi-directional thing, and you smiled any damn way. So the people of the jury says, looks like he bites hard with them 5 toothes. Okay. Derek says he's grinning so hard his front's gonna be stuck on his bottom lips. Okay. Cash says if that don't even hurt was a person. Spencer says, wonder what word he was in the middle of saying. Okay. Dre says, the face I make when I ain't going to make it to a toilet. And Kwani says he looked like he's ready to bite somebody. I really do appreciate these remarks because y'all are helping me to make my decision. Tom says he looked like he was chewing on trees. Okay. And Christian just says, aye, Captain. Okay. Listen. I'm so sorry, but bruh, Nathaniel. Criminal damage to property. What Nathaniel did was bite the remote control, allegedly, of some relative of his. He was over their house watching TV over the Thanksgiving holiday and decided to put his teeth on the remote control and damage it. And this is why we are here. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you 5 gavels for chaos level based on the teeth. Okay. The teeth alone are chaotic. All right. And your face card, I will give you not 1 gavel. Not 1 gavel will you get for a face card until you correct them goddamn teeth. Okay? The vibe assessment I am going to give you is a -5 gavels. And likelihood to repeat offend, I am going to give you 5 gavels on there. Therefore, Nathaniel, you are guilty as charged, and you are sentenced to an orthodontist, and you are sentenced to custom veneers and Invisalign. Okay? Do not come back into my courtroom with that mug again. Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it. Do not do it. All right. All right. So let's move on over to the next subject. Okay. Here we go. Oh Lord. Lucretia. Now Lucretia. Lucretia. Oh my God. Oh my God. My God, today, what is Lucretia doing in my courtroom, Jesus? What is she doing here, y'all? Lucretia has been charged with retail theft under $300. Lucretia, why, baby? Why did you steal from the store, Lucretia? Lucretia is a 35-year-old Black female, and allegedly she went to the beauty supply store because she needed a new wig. Okay, Lucretia has a job interview on Monday, and she did not have it, which is, why she needed a job. So Lucretia had every intention on going back to the Chinese store and paying the man for his synthetic wig, but she got caught on the camera. Okay. Yeah, I say Lucretia, you know what, CJ, you're absolutely right. She got that I don't give a fudge look on her face. She do not give a damn. But she is really, really sad, and I am sad for her. Okay. Listen, we're going to work with Lucretia. Okay. Lucretia, I am going to give you, as far as your levels of chaos, I'm going to give you 2 gavels. Your face card, I am going to give you a 4. Your vibe assessment, because you are down right now, I'm going to give you a 3. And likelihood to steal again, Lucretia, I'm going to give you a 5. You still all the time, Muffin. But it's okay. Okay, for some reason, it just looked like you were still again. So I'm sentencing you to just wearing your natural hair. You can't afford wigs right now, Lucretia. You can't afford wigs. Do your own hair. Get you some edge control if you want, some grease, whatever y'all is doing with your hair these days, and comb your own damn hair, Lucretia. It is not worth it to be stealing no synthetic ass wig from no beauty supply store and risking go to jail. Let's not do that. So you are sentenced to combing your own goddamn hair. Okay? That's what you're going to have to do, Lucretia. Now try to stay out of trouble and stay out my courtroom. All right? Ooh, child. This Monday's docket. Who we got over here? Oh, we already did her. But you back again. You back again. You love jail. You love going to court. Get up out of here, girl. You've been here already. All right, let's see who we got. Oh, Lord. Michael. Michael is a 31-year-old Black male, and he has been charged with retail theft under $300. Now, Michael, why do you keep going in them folks' store stealing? Now I understand that you is stealing bread and Vienna sausages, Michael. I understand you're hungry. I understand. The snaps was out. You didn't have no money. I understand. Okay. But Michael, you're gonna have to do better. Michael, I'm trying to understand what is going on with your hair. So I'm gonna go over to the comments section, also known as the jury, and it says, I bet he started off stealing cigarette lighters. Michael definitely looks like he has been stealing small items his whole life. Okay. Allegedly, Michael, can't nobody lay shit around you. Okay. Michael will come into your house and steal toilet paper. Michael will steal the soap. Michael will steal the Clorox wipes or whatever he could get his hands on. But this time, all he wanted was some Vienna sausages and some bread. Okay. So, Michael, for that, I'm going to have a little compassion on you. Chaos level, I say I would give him 3 gavels. Okay. Because we don't like thieves, right? Face card is declining, Michael. And it's primarily due to your hairline. The vibe, I'm going to give you one gavel. And likelihood to reoffend, Michael has been stealing since he was 6 months old. That being said, I am you guilty, and you are sentenced to getting a goddamn job. Okay, Michael? Barbie's Fly Pops was that if he was hungry, not guilty. He know he could have went to Big Mama house and ate, girl. He could have went to Big Mama's house. All right, Michael, get out of my courtroom. Get out of my courtroom. Let's go. Who's next? Who is next? Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. Eduardo. A 45-year-old Hispanic male. He has been charged with possession, and it is not cannabis. Okay. I think we knew he was charged with possession. Okay. And we knew that it wasn't cannabis. Okay. So here's the thing, Michael, I'm not even gonna go through chaos and face cards, vibe assessment, correction, likelihood. You gonna continue stealing and doing stuff and doing crack because you're a crackhead, Michael. I'm sorry, Eduardo. Eduardo is a crackhead. And I'm just gonna sentence you to rehab. But I just want to know, what was you thinking when you took this picture, Eduardo? What made you look up into the camera with your head cocked to the side, looking down like that? I mean, it looked like you go for bad. Judging from this picture, it looks like you are quite problematic, Eduardo. Okay. I'm going to question his immigration status. Okay. JM5510 said he stole a pacifier at 6 months. He looked a little crazy. Carmel said, Carmel Nidra said he loves his meth and don't care. So yeah, Eduardo, you need to get off crack. So we are sentencing you to rehab. Amen. So you can go on about your business. Let's go. Who we got next? Eric. 32-year-old black man, Eric. Eric has been charged with domestic battery. He has on this victory shirt because he just got out of church. Why is you looking to the side? Because you shame. You shame, ain't you? Ain't you, Eric? You shame. Okay. So here's the thing, Eric. This is the mugshot of somebody that absolutely argued with the police probably threw in a technically somewhere, probably tried to negotiate, and definitely thought they were going home tonight. Okay. Um, and definitely it is given that you've been here before, you knew the drill. You should have just let them did it, right? Okay, so let me go to the comments and let's see. Sean says, keep your hands to yourself. Jennifer says, another one down. Peach says, damn, he's sexy. Okay. And Comeback Kid said, instead of victory, his shirt should say defeated. Okay. I feel like he fought his pastor. And I feel like the fight may have been, in his mind, in good faith. But we can't do that over here. Okay. You got to keep your hands to yourself, Michael. And I know you had to fight all your life, but you got to keep your hands to yourself, Muffin. Okay. Yeah. As far as chaos levels, I would say we're gonna give you 5 out of 5 gavels. Face card, we're gonna give you. I'm gonna give you 2 gavels, 3 gavels, maybe because your hair. And you know what I'm noticing a common theme with these arrestees? They got locks. Baby, I was just thinking about locking my hair. I'm not getting no locks because that is the fast track to Cook County Jail. I don't want to go to Cook County Jail. I don't want to go. You know who I should get? I'm gonna get Taz's next Monday. I'm gonna we gonna roast Taz's mugshot. That's what we're gonna do next time. Listen, whether or not he will reoffend, I don't know. I can't tell. It's 50-50 with him. So I am going to sentence him to keep his hands to his goddamn self. Okay? Keep your hands to yourself. Stop fighting and learn some self-control. And on top of that, we're going to give you a year's worth of probation and 6 months worth of anger management. Now get out of our courtroom. Get out of our courtroom. Okay? Now let's see who else we got over here. Girl, what is you grinning like that for? Why is you doing that, what is so funny, Muffin? Jackie is 36 years old and has been charged with criminal damage to property. Over $500. Judging from the way you look in this photograph, she bust through windows out his car. He know he did it 'cause she left her mark. Listen, I already know, girl. He was acting up. You warned him. You told him, cut it out, or you was coming for his charger. And that you did, okay? So here's what I'm going to do for you, okay? I would say chaos level is a definite 5. Face card, we are going to give you a 4. Honey, vibe assessment, we are going to give you a 5. We definitely know that you are lots of fun. Likelihood to repeat again, hell motherfucking yeah, 5 gavels. You are sentenced to go right back home and do it again because that's what you're going to do any damn way. Goodbye, Jackie. Okay, Jackie, look. Jackie loved what she was doing. Jackie gonna do it again, baby. Okay, get out of here, Jackie. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Now, girl, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Taylor, age 30, has been charged with battery. Who is you out here fighting, Taylor? Taylor. Now you know good and hell well you ain't got no business in these streets fighting like that. Okay? Some of the members of the jury says that someone offered her zit medicine and she slapped him. Kawan says it says physical contact. Who she put her face on? Terrence says she didn't do it. Al says a little acting never hurt nobody, that he would steal crack. Okay. Rose says gonna be in that motherfucker for throughout Thanksgiving and ain't no court tomorrow because she got arrested on Thanksgiving. And someone posted a picture of a car saying, yeah, she got the car. So listen, Taylor, baby, we know he was cheating and he got them other churn and you just don't like it. And it done got on your nerves, Taylor, baby. We know. We know, Muffin. But you cannot go around putting hands and feet on this man over and over again. You're going to have to get away from him, Taylor. Okay? We are going to sentence you to a year's supply of shea butters. Okay? A 6-month supply of salicylic acid. Okay? We are going to give you a green smoothie detox treatment and a colonic, and we are going to change your diet and sentence you to stay a hell away from your baby daddy because apparently y'all cannot co-parent in the same space together. Okay, you guys need to only communicate via text message. Okay, Say say if Tiny and Rashida had a baby. Yeah, you cannot be doing that. You cannot be doing that. Okay, you are guilty. So do they still make Proactive, y'all? We gonna throw in a couple of years of that Proactive. Okay, y'all remember the Proactive, the stuff that used to be on the infomercials to get rid of acne. That's all she need. That's all she need, and she'll feel much better about herself. Go on about your business, girl. Lord have mercy. Now who we got here? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I gotta clear out the rest of this courtroom, child. I gotta clear it out. Gotta clear it out. Too many people. There's too many people in here. Okay. We gonna get rid of her. All right, let's get over here to him. Bruh. Jonathan. 33-year-old Hispanic male has been charged with criminal damage to property. 33 years old. Is that right, Jonathan? Well, listen. In my opinion, Jonathan, you guilty. I don't even feel like pulling out gavels for you. Jonathan, you guilty. You tow up the taco truck. Oh, yeah. Over $500. He just decided he got mad and you just gonna kick the taco truck over knowing good and hell well it wasn't even your taco truck. Okay? Hector let you use his taco truck so you could sell tacos and corns and all that so you could make a little money so that little Juan Carlos and Maria could get some shoes for school. But you decided you want to damage the property. So you are sentenced to a job at Taco Bell. Okay. You're going to have to make gringo tacos for the next 6 months since you do not know how to act right. Okay. And stay away from the tequila, Jonathan. No more tequila for you. No more no more Coronas. No more Modelos. No more beer. None of that shit. Okay? You are sentenced to work at Taco Bell. Okay? All right. So you get your ass on up out of here and we're going to go on to the next person. All right? Get up out my courtroom. I can't believe what he did to them folks' taco truck. That don't even make no sense. Don't even make no sense. Lord have mercy. What is that red patch sitting in his head for? Tyshawn. Tyshawn is a 31-year-old black male that has been charged with domestic battery. Okay. I'm going to go straight over here to the jury and see what they said. They said he got hit with one of those cartoon hammers. This must be the man in that video on the red line. Okay. If damn, I should have thought twice about that shit was a person. Why do you have a red patch in your head, sir? I have no idea why this man has it, and it don't even make no sense. Your head, and why would you do that? Your head is already going up into a point like the Great Pyramids. But you're going to put a red dot up there to accentuate it. Yeah, you guilty. We don't even got to talk about it. You guilty? Good luck down there at Cook County Jail. Good luck. Good luck. You guilty. Bye. He definitely guilty. Jayla. Jayla, Jayla, Jayla. Jayla. Girl, what is happening here? 19-year-old Jayla has been charged with battery, resisting, obstructing a police officer. Jayla, what is like, girl? Why, Jayla? Look. I'm going to have to as far as chaos. I already know you act a fool. You act a fool, Jayla. Yes, you do. 5 gavels as far as chaos. Your face card, however, is also a 5. Okay, a vibe. I would say a 2. You got a little stank attitude. And likelihood to offend again, I'm going to say 5 gavels. Okay. 5 gavels. I sentence you to go and get the tattoos removed. Get all of that spritz out that damn wig and get it shampooed at a proper salon. Okay. I am sentencing you to getting this wig removed and properly cleaned, and a little towel to wipe some of the marker that you have used to make eyebrows off your face. They're a little bit too dark, Muffin. Okay, you're a pretty girl. I don't know why you're doing that, but you definitely are guilty. You definitely did it. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay? If when I look down at the jury, Tommy Lotto says, I bet you she was yelling at the top of her lungs, bro, 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 you don't know me. I'm not under arrest. All while clapping her hands. I bet you she was doing all of that. I bet you she was. Um, Someone said y'all must take y'all mugshots from an iPhone. John says that the judge can parole her at his crib. Feisty Nene says she's looking like I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Okay. But I think she took a pretty decent mugshot, even though she's obviously upset. Okay. So yeah, you are sentenced to go to a salon and get that. And I want you to get that wig plucked in the front because the density is too heavy. Try and fool somebody, Jayla. Okay. Try and fool somebody. Don't make no sense that you got this on your record already, Jayla. Don't make no sense. All right. Oh my God. Now, this says that this is a black male by the name of DeAndre, who was 33 years old, who has been charged with obstructing identification, resisting, and let me see what else. And simple assault. Here's what I'm going to say. This is Gucci Mane. This is the real Gucci Mane. This the real Gucci Mane. Not that little skinny Negro that Keisha Kr got. This is Gucci Mane right here. We have found Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is in Cook County Jail cosplaying as 33-year-old DeAndre. Gucci, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go, Gucci. To a halfway house. Okay, I'm going to let you go, not on the streets, to a halfway house for the next 2 years. Okay, getting a Job Corps program, learn how to read. Okay, lose some weight, Get yourself together. But I really do think this is Gucci. But because, you've been replaced, we can't just put you out there. You know what I'm saying? This is Gucci. This is definitely Gucci. Said, yeah, Gucci, I'm sentencing you to a halfway house. Okay? Because you need to stay away from Keisha Kaur. You need to stay away from Keisha Kaur, baby. She got them roots and stuff on you. And, we know how that go. And you are definitely, I would say, chaos levels. I'm going to give you 5 gavels. Face card, -5 gavels. -5 gavels. Okay. Vibe assessment, I'm going to give you a 1 gavel. And likelihood to offend, again, I'm giving you 5 gavels. Okay. Look, Nina said, I'm so glad my cousin got his craziest ass out of Cook County. Look, y'all. I've been thinking about doing this for a while and trying to figure out how I was going to present it. The next one I think I'm going to do pre-recorded, but the Monday thing I think I am going to still do. But I'll tell you guys when I'm done. I was looking through these mugshots one day on Chicago Mugshots, y'all. Why I saw my cousin. Why I seen my cousin. I looked up, I said, Uncle Tony? Well, he's not my cousin. He's not my uncle, but we call him Uncle Tony. I said, Uncle Tony, what is you doing? I was so mad because it literally was around the week that I was about to start doing this. And I looked up and I said, why is Uncle Tony sitting his ass up here? Uncle Tony ain't got off crack yet. He can't let it go, Jesus. He cannot let it go. And it kind of deterred me. I didn't want to do the content no more because I swear to God, I was like, and they was roasting him. They was roasting Uncle Tony because Uncle Tony he looked kind of African. So they was talking about deporting him in the comments section, get ice on him. And I'm like, Lord Hammer, I was so mad. So, I had to go and see, what Uncle Tony, just stop going. Just, bruh, you done kick that crack before you can kick it again. He got to get off. He got to get off that shit, y'all. I love my Uncle Tony. He could dance just like James Brown, and can't nobody beat him on the barbecue grill. But I sure did. Was looking for some content and found his ass. Sure did. All right, get up out of here, Gucci Mane. Mm-hmm. So let me see who we got here. Jesus Christ. Richard. 58-year-old Richard has been charged with cannabis manufacturing and delivery and possession. I can tell just looking at this mugshot that he looking at them. Y'all really gonna lock me up over this damn weed? Richard is really sitting up here trying to figure out, it's legal here. Why is y'all gonna take me to jail over this weed? Why? Why, Richard? Richard is trying to figure out why in the hell he is going to jail. Look at him. You can look at his face and see. You can look at his face and see. Oh, Richard. As far as chaos is concerned, you're not a very chaotic person, okay? I'm going to give you 2 gavels, okay? 2 out of 5 gavels. Your face card, unfortunately, Richard, I'm going to have to give you a 1, okay? Your vibe, because you smoke a lot of weed, allegedly, I'm going to give you 3 gavels. Likelihood to offend again? Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, 5 gavels for that. Okay, 5 gavels for that. All right, Richard. Going on about your business, you are sentenced to getting your weed from the dispensary and using the bongs instead of using Pepsi cans as pipes to smoke the weed. Okay. And I'm sentencing you to a tub full of Carmex for that bottom lip and a prescription of Valtrex because it might be something brewing under that lip. All right. So we're going to go on to the next person, and hopefully we don't see you no more in Judge LaLa's court. Okay. Who we got now? Oh my God. Albert. Albert is a 65-year-old black male who has been charged with unauthorized, unlawful use of a weapon in public, in a street, or an alley. Okay. Domestic battery, bodily harm offense as cited. Okay. Albert, you look like a dick with eyes, sir. Okay. You look like a dick with eyes and life, honey. I just, I gotta go. I can't even look at you, Albert. I gotta go. Gotta go, Albert. All right. We'll check in next time. All right. Now, Karen. 29-year-old Karen has been charged with retail theft under $300. Okay. Now, Karen. Girl, what did you steal? I don't believe you stole nothing, Karen. I don't believe you stole nothing. You ain't steal nothing but some Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil, and some sugar. Okay. Karen, girl, look, chaos level. You are chaotic though. So I'm going to give you 5 gavels on the chaos. I'm going to give you a 4 for the face card. I'm going to give you a 5 for the vibe because I know you are lots of fun. Likelihood to offend again. Karen, you will definitely offend again. So I will give you a 5. I am sentencing you to a SNAP card and a prepaid debit card so that you do not have to steal from the store no more. Okay. Karen, go and do better. Stop stealing. Go be an example for the children. Okay. Bye, Karen. Do not come back into this courtroom with no more theft. All right. Let's go. You just got a few more on the docket. What we got? Here we go. Uh-oh, what happened? Lord, these people don't want to show up for court. Matter of fact, let me just clear them out. Here we go. Uh-oh. I think what I did was open too many windows. Yeah, I got too many windows open. I got like 30 some open and I clicked too many times. So give me 1 second. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so now I think that's all of them. All right, y'all. Let's get the courtroom back in order. Here we go. They keep coming back. They don't want to leave. There we go. Now, let me go back over here. There we go. There we go. Lord have mercy. This one right here. Jakara. 24-year-old Jakara is a black female who has been charged with driving under the influence of alcohol and operating an uninsured motor vehicle, resisting arrest. Jakara. Jakara, I know you was drinking. I know you did all of that. Okay. What y'all think Jakara was drinking? Drop the drink in the chat that y'all think Jakara was drinking. Okay. Jakara, it's a shame. Cause it's the holiday season. People tend to drink a little bit more than the holidays. I don't feel like Jakara should have got locked up. I feel like they should have just sent her home. Somebody should have picked her up, made her pull over. You know how people do. They can't hold their liquor sometime. Okay. Is the sound is it back? Is the sound back, you guys? Let me know. Is it back? Is it working right, you guys? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. It looks like it's fine now. Okay. All right. So Justin's mom said Henny. I'm gonna say Cisco or Hypnotic. Okay. I would even say maybe a little Jose Cuervo, but whatever it is, she definitely was getting full. Okay. Yes, she's 24 years old. So what we're going to do for you, Jakari, since you're only 24 years old and it is the holiday season, I'm going to sentence you to another wig install. You're going to have to go to AA for, alcoholic counseling. Okay. And we are going to not permit you to drive for the next 6 months without a breathalyzer. Okay. It is very dangerous to be out here driving while under the influence. And I think really that I can't stand to see people drink and drive. Like that is some of the most irresponsible thing. Even because like driving sleepy is dangerous. So driving drunk is just crazy. Okay. So yeah, we just gonna sentence you to, we're gonna get you another wig install. Okay. We're gonna get you some counseling because you're definitely guilty. And we know that you will offend again. So levels of chaos, I would say I'm going to give you 5 gavels because you are a drunkard. Your face card, however, is not declining. We will give you a 4. The vibe assessment is a 4 because drunk people are fun people sometimes. And the likelihood to offend is 5 gavels. Okay? 5 gavels. We know you're going to keep doing it. We know you are. All right. So go ahead and get out my courtroom. Let's go to the next. All right. Now, Kanaya, 34-year-old Kanaya is a black female who has been charged with obstructing identification offense as cited and seat safety belt front seat. So she wasn't the driver, obviously, and she did not want to identify herself. Okay. So yeah, so she got a little attitude. She didn't want to, she obviously didn't want to take the picture because she wouldn't even look in the camera. Kanaya is just problematic. Okay. But I feel like if she wasn't the driver, why are we even here? Okay. Kanaya, you are absolutely chaotic because you would not cooperate with the officer. So I'm going to give you 5 gavels for that. Your face card, I will give you a tree, honey. But I do need you to wash that hair. Okay. You're going to have to wash that edge control because it is flaking and doing weird stuff. Okay. You got to wash it. Okay. That I just want y'all to know. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you gotta wash it. It's nasty, baby. Okay. Your vibe is a 1 because I can see you have a funky attitude and likelihood of offending again, you will always offend again. Okay. So we are going to sentence you to a shampoo, a hair and scalp detox, and an attitude adjustment. Okay. So take your ass on back home and act like you got some sense the next time the officer asks you a question. Okay. Do that for us. So who do we have here? Deja. 23-year-old Deja is a Black female who has been charged with criminal damage to property under $500. Okay. And wow, she actually is in the comment section, y'all. She says, got out and still went to work from jail. Anybody else got something to say? Tag me. I wish I would have saw this earlier. So Deja got out of jail and still went to work. Now, let's see if we can figure out what she do. Let's see what she did. Okay. She says, she said people are trying to be funny when she can drop her picture right now, no filter or shit. I don't know what motherfuckers be expecting. It's jail. You ain't finna look your Sunday's best. I agree. Okay. Here's the thing. She went to work. She had to damage some property. Okay. What property did she damage? Allegedly, she broke a toilet. She sat down on the toilet the wrong way. You know how if the seat ain't fixed right, it'll break. In her case, it cracked. Okay. But she still made it to work because she is a productive member of society. She is just being sentenced to we just gonna sentence her to smile. Okay, just smile. Okay, chaos level, I'ma say 2. She ain't no mean person. Okay, I'ma give her a 3 on the face card. The vibe assessment, I'm gonna give her a 4. She decent people, okay? But will she repeat the offense? Absolutely, she will. But she will take her ass to work when she gets done, okay? Deja is a good girl, okay? She's a good girl, okay? She actually has nice, thick, pretty hair, strong edges, the best we've seen today. But yes, JM double 55, she fights, okay? She will fight you. Okay. She will fight. Look, Deja will fight children, handicapped people, and the elderly. She does not give a damn. Okay. Stay away from Deja. All right. So let's see who we got next. Who we have next? We have Lamont. Lamont is a 28-year-old male who has been charged with receiving or possession of a stolen vehicle, and a warrant was cited. Now, Lamont. First and foremost, Lamont cannot help but be in jail down to the Cook County because his name is Lamont. It is very hard to find a Lamont that is not, that won't steal. Okay. You around here stealing cars, but you cannot comb your hair. Okay. You around here with these BDB buckshots. Just because you have locks does not give you the right to not groom them. We are sentencing you to a shampoo and deep conditioner and detox, and we are taking those locks out because you are not worthy, sir. You're not worthy. Okay. Hey, honeydew brown girl, you are not worthy. You are not worthy. Okay? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You gotta go. Stealing cars and we're not doing that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. 28-year-old Black man out here stealing cars. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the next. And I think what might be our final. Yes, our final. Let's see, who is this? Now, Aaliyah. Aaliyah. Aaliyah Shantae, 19-year-old black female. She has been charged with criminal damage to property. Aaliyah. Aaliyah. Aaliyah just didn't take her medicine this morning. She ain't take her medicine, okay? But she's still in her happy space today, okay? I'm not sentencing Aaliyah to shit, okay? Aaliyah is happy. She has a sunny disposition, okay? Yes, she damaged a little property, but she really didn't mean it. Aaliyah just forgot to take her medicine this morning. That's all Aaliyah did. That's all she did. She just forgot her medicine. Aaliyah is a happy child, honey. Okay. Aaliyah is throwback to 1983. Let me tell you something. Aaliyah, right. Whatever Aaliyah did, she will do it again and again and again. But here are the redeeming qualities of Aaliyah. Aaliyah can jump double dutch real good. Aaliyah likes to snack on pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds soaked in pickle juice, honey. She often eats flaming hot Cheetos with ground beef and nacho cheese on them for dinner. Okay. Aaliyah just didn't have her medicine. Okay. She just didn't have her medicine. All right. Um, but she been crying. She got a little teardrop on her face. Um, Poor baby. Poor baby. She, don't play with Aaliyah. Just don't play with Aaliyah. Okay. She is nothing to play with. But Aaliyah is somewhat giving Sexy Red. She kind of looks like Sexy Red a little bit. Yes, she do look nosy. She do look nosy. Yeah, buddy. Aaliyah, she's smiling so hard because she done snuck a pack of now latest into jail. She done snuck some now latest in the jail. So anyway, y'all, I thought that I would just show you guys a little bit of the format, right? But she guilty. She guilty, but she ain't. She not getting sentenced to nothing but taking her medication. Okay. Um, Here's the thing. This is what I envisioned. Okay, we're going to have maybe a maximum of 5 mugshots, and I need an attorney to argue their case. Okay. We need an attorney every Monday. So we need some participation. We need one person to participate to be an attorney. You literally have to email me by Friday to be on Monday's show. Okay. And if you guys have some mugshots that you want to send me or some links to where they are posted, email them to me or DM them to me. But yeah, Aaliyah ain't going nowhere. Okay. She is not getting sitting to nothing but her medication. Okay. And that's it, baby. That's it. Don't play with Aaliyah. Do not play with her. Do not play with my girl, okay? You think she angry? Yeah, she might be. She did, damage some property. I'm just saying. I bet she cooler than a fan. Aaliyah the type that ain't never gonna have no job, right? She ain't, but she always gonna be busy and have something to do. She gonna come knocking on your door asking you, can I wash your dishes? You need somebody to do the laundry. You want me to fold it? She gonna rake the leaves. She is going to make herself very, very useful. Okay. And all she wants is a sandwich, a piece of chicken, maybe $5 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Every little black neighborhood had an Aaliyah back in the day. Aaliyah Shantae. Anyway. But you know what? Think about this though. She is like literally a throwback 19-year-old. 19-year-olds used to look like this. You know what I mean? Eyebrows wasn't done, makeup not on fleek. Um, didn't care about wearing the little girls' hairstyles, ponytails. So she's a throwback looking 19-year-old. Like it's like Right. She a good babysitter too. Kids be all greased up with Vaseline on their face. Mm-hmm. The tall glass says she'll be the youngest on somebody's penitentiary floor running. For real. That girl, look, she a throwback 19-year-old. Throwback. Okay. If you don't like the verdicts, feel free to file an appeal with my assistant. Okay. Who does not exist today because she is no, she on a plane. Okay. So anyway, that was just a little bit of opener for what we do. So did y'all think that was fun? Them mugshots be wild to me though. They be wild as hell. They definitely do. They definitely do. So anyway, I will be back a little bit later. Actually, I'm gonna be live on the Nyla Says channel later on tonight. Talking about a whole bunch of shit. I think it was fun too. I was just trying to do something different. And nosy. You know how we do around here. But anyway, that's my time. Thank you guys so much for supporting. And if you see your cousin or something over here, just let me know. It ain't nothing personal. Okay. I will see you guys later. Stay out of Cook County. Okay. Stay out of Cook. You know what? Vicky would have made a good attorney. She would have. You're right. Vicky would have made a good attorney. I don't know where she at. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.